Hey everyone, Steven from Crazy Egg here. Just want to give you a quick update on a few of the new features we've launched on Crazy Egg this month, so let's get into it. So first off, we have a free feature that's free for everyone. You just need to activate Web Analytics, which again is free for everyone. We call it the Astro Map. And basically, this is going to be a real-time view of everyone who's been on your website in the last 10 minutes, so you can get a pretty quick and fun visualization of what they've been doing on your site. So you see here, if I go to the Web Analytics and I set the date range to today, then I'll see this particular view. And every planet here is going to be a page on your website, and each one of these little alien or astronaut kind of figures is going to be a visitor to your website. So you can kind of see how, for example, this little guy right here is jumping up down, so that visitor is clicking. So you can already see activities that your visitors are doing, whether that be a new page visit, a click, a rage click, a conversion event, or anything like that. Conversion happened right there. And so when you click on any of these people, you can actually see a little preview of the metadata for that user, right? So which country they're coming from, which device type they're using, what the traffic source is, and you can even see a little event log as well. So it gives you a little taste of the kinds of visitors that are on your site right now, and on top of that is where they're coming from, that we're trying to do on their site. And you haven't seen it yet, but you're seeing users come in here from different countries, and at some point you may see a rocket drop off some of these figures as well. Those are going to be traffic rivers as well. So you see a rocket going across the top that says google.com, but someone arriving from your site on your site from Google. So that's the first big one. Second big one is related to conversion events. So say I want to track new conversions, and we already have existing options to already track conversion events, not just on your site, not just from a custom tag, but also from third-party platforms like, say, Meta Ad Pixels, Google Ad Pixels, e-commerce ad pixels. And we have a lot of users on Crazy Egg who also use Google Analytics for as well. Rather than having you add additional tracking for the conversion events which you're already tracking, we can automatically detect conversion events that are already being sent as key events to GA4 and have Crazy Egg track those as well. So you'll just need to put in your GA4 measurement ID, which is basically your account ID, and then the event name as it stands in GA4. And as long as your GA4 tracking is happening on the client or browser side, which is to say you're not using an API for this, then we're going to be able to track all those conversion events which are happening in GA4, which means you'll be able to use these for, A/B test measurement, for Heatmap filters, for recordings filters, etc., which is really helpful. Now, if you are using a server-side conversion tracking setup, then we have a solution for you as well. We have a new conversion tracking API, which basically lets you record conversions directly in your server and send that data straight into Crazy Egg for maximum precision. Ideal if you're an e-commerce company or if you do a lot of social media ads. Now, if you want to access this, there's a conversion tracking API doc here as well, which will explain the details. But basically, you'll just need to go into your options page, go to the settings for your individual website, and then go to the API keys. And you'll get the API key there to send to your developers. Now, I mentioned a few of the use cases that we use conversions for, and one of the use cases which we've talked about a lot in the past has been AI exports for Heatmaps. So if you go to any Heatmap, and then I click the top three dots right here, and I click export, you get a few options here to export your heatmaps to, say, a image, a PNG, to export that to the list heatmap to a CSV. But you'll also notice down here that there's an option to export a raw JSON file for use of AI. And this is basically a file that has been engineered to specifically be easy for an AI to read in detail and to find a lot of those different segmentations or those little nuggets. Historically, this AI export has contained a lot of the data that's already available in the standard heatmap, be that, click data, scrolls, hovers, all these things like that as well. But we've realized that a lot of people want to be able to ask the AI as well, hey, what kind of content is driving conversions? How do converting users act differently from non-converting users? So now, when you export this raw JSON file, it's gonna include conversion data for the conversions that you already set up to track in Crazy Egg as well. And so we'll see here that I already did an example in ChatGPT where I asked ChatGPT to analyze, patterns in conversions and how what optimizations I can make to the page design as well. And you'll see that ChatGPT is able to make a summary. So use this to come up with ideas or insights on what conversion optimizations are likely to work for your website. And that's all for April 2026. Thank you.